Hi everyone, it's Jake here, and this is a bit of an update video. Um, as well, in just under a month today, I will be turning 24. So I thought I would do like a bit of an update video as just to where I'm at, and really as a sort of overview of how my 23rd year of my life has gone ahead, really. And a lot of things I've learned as well along the way. So, so what good things have come out? Well, there's obviously in May I went to Florida, and then in December I went to watch Peter Kay, and I've got a couple of other good things come out as well. I've had my autograph signed by Tony Maudsley and Ace Elliott as well. I've got my own Benidorm t-shirt as well. And my sister has proudly given birth to my niece called Rosanna. Yeah, she's nearly a month old, and yeah, pretty much enjoying my role as uncle. Yeah, definitely had plenty of cuddles. I've taken her out in the pram, and yeah, I mean, in terms of my own mental development, I've currently signed up to this new 6-week course on a Tuesday at Leyland Leisure Centre. It's basically, it's part exercise, part new learning about nutrition to help me with my weight loss journey. And while I still think I made the right decision to leave Slimming World, I completely take full responsibility as how the weight come on, and how the weight hasn't really been coming off the past few years. It's all my fault. I haven't done as much exercise and have eaten probably a little bit more than I should. But I've made some pretty significant changes as well, which I think has been good. Don't know what to expect. Like I said, it only starts on this Tuesday coming, and I'm sure it'll be good. Meet and match, I think, has been a really good thing for me this year, because I've started making some new made some new friends from there, and it's just a good place for people with disabilities to hang out. And it is more people, I think, with severe learning difficulties, but like I said, there's no judgment or anything. I like to sing on karaoke, etc. And so, yeah. But I think overall, like, the biggest thing to come out is me going to empowerment sessions, because I really feel like I'm going out, leaving them on a high. And it's been good, like, being with men, and just to have that sort of safe environment where, we can talk about our own life experiences and things, and ways we can support and help guide each other. And I'm also being gained a few opportunities through that. Like, there's been talks about a peer support group going from there. and also a couple of the guys are helping me with my book. And another thing as well, I'll leave a link in the description of this video. I've actually been on Leyland Radio for one of my friends' pilot show. So a bit more about my book is being told on there. So yeah. And so I think I just want to really touch upon about how I've been in myself mentally, and I am definitely in a worse, and I'm in a much better position now than when I was back. I think it was about, I don't know, mid 2018 when I properly started overthinking. Because I think throughout my life I've always had like some sort of anxiety. But in late 2021, you know, I was in a really, it was bad. It was a bad state in my mind. And, you know, I've had, you know, thoughts of, you know, suicide and that. But, you know, I didn't go through with it because I thought once I've done it, and I think I just wanted some way to try and rid what was going on in my head, and I don't think I actually wanted to do it because I didn't actually attempt it. And then in 2022 I went down a bad spiral of eating. You know, I had about 3 takeaways a week. Now I literally only have about 1 or 2 a month. I can still order a little bit too much, but it's definitely a step in the right direction nonetheless. So I think a couple of things I learned from empowerment. There's like the tree of life, where you draw your own tree, which I think has been really good. And at the bottom, it's had, you know, the roots and like the branches and all that sort of thing. But like I said, when my book eventually gets published, I'll definitely go into a lot more detail about that sort of thing, because in my head I know what it is what I want to say. When it actually comes to saying it out loud, I actually find it a bit more difficult. And one thing I've learned as well, I mean, a bad thing I tend to do a lot is I tend to compare myself to others, but in reality all I'm really doing is I'm making it worse for myself. But I think for me, I've just been trying to find my own purpose, and I've been trying to find my own end goal of what I've wanted, where when I achieve that, I'm set for life. Then I can die happy, and it's something to pass on to future generations of people. And I think that is my book, because, you know, I've accomplished so many things, but like I always again succumb to peer pressure, compare myself to people. But I think once my book is released, because like an overview of my life and learning about autism and that, I think that is my purpose to focus on, and I think that should make me feel content. And then whatever else happens after that, or even before that, is just a bonus. Because, like, I mean, trying to think of, like, you know, what is it I'm interested in? What is it I like to do a job? I mean, I know currently still at the charity shop and youth club, but it's getting to the point now where, you know, I'm still enjoying it, but I just feel like I'm ready for a new challenge. I just want a different routine in my life. And I think some of the opportunities for empowerment are going to really, really help with that. Because, I know, I have considered the opportunity of working at Tesco, but the thing is, while I have learned a lot of skills, I don't think customer service is really the kind of route I really want to be going down. I mean, I'm not saying, any job I do is going to have some sort of stress of me ranting or anything and stuff like that. It's always going to have its up and downs, but I want to do something that I know I'm going to enjoy and have potentially coming down the route of helping people with autism achieving the true potential and being a self-help coach, that sort of thing. I think because of hearing stuff from empowerment and that gives me a high, and as well, at the Preston Light switch on, there's signs everywhere, with the Preston Light switch on and me being an ambassador for autism and writing my book. The people who chose me obviously must have chosen me out of hundreds of thousands of people for that reason. So, yeah, it's hard for really what to say what my ideal job is, what I really want to do, because I know there's my sister does health and social care, but I don't think that is fully what I want to do, if that makes sense. See at youth club, yeah, I'm learning stuff and that, but I don't really feel because it's more of a social thing, I feel more I'm still a service member rather than an actual volunteer. But I don't think I could really do youth working with kids. I think I tend to prefer better working with younger adults and beyond. But I don't think I've got my own concrete set job. So I think my book will give me a sense of purpose. But I only really tend to do a lot of work on it when I get some feedback and I've got my own way. Because you've got to think, with nearly 24 years of life experience in me, there's only really so much I can put down. But I'm not giving myself a certain date for it to be published, just when it's ready. But if people ask what am I doing, that's what I'm going to say. That's what I want to focus on. Because I've got a media degree. And I've had the possibility of, DJing. But I think what it is, what people really like about me, I can do the Rubik's Cube, I can perform magic tricks, I can do stand-up comedy, I like to sing. But at my dad's funeral, me standing with a microphone and playing songs from a Spotify playlist, that's as basic I think I'd like to do it. Because I've been offered an opportunity at a sound check boot camp at the Ferret in Preston, which was a 12-week course. And, and each time they both started, circumstances got in the way. And it made me think, I'm not sure if that really is a type of course I really want to do anymore. Because nothing's really driving me to want to do it. Because even when I was at my media course, because I didn't really know what I wanted to do, I always tended to just do the bare minimum of what was being asked and learning through repetition of feedback, take on the feedback, that sort of cycle. But one thing I've learned to realise is I've never actually been intrigued to learn more about the stuff I've learned outside of learning in the lectures. So I will always have an interest in media and graphics and all that stuff, and I will always have a play about with it. But I think it's always just been more of a hobby or an interest rather than the actual career path I wanted to take. And it's actually taken me quite a long time to actually realise that. But, you know, I have learned some skills, and that's why my head is just set on, I think, my book, because I have lots of interests, and you know, I really like looking at game reviews, and I don't think I'd like to be a gaming critic though, and not doing it as a career. I prefer just doing that by myself. I like doing a bit of drawing. Then again, that's a hobby, so I wouldn't like to be an artist. And like, I love watching YouTube videos, but I don't think I could do this as a full-time career. So I think my book is kind of like my portfolio sort of thing. And, you know, I've had opportunities in the past, like, you know, I've even had like women interested in me, but I just haven't felt the same. Like, anyone can be my friend, seriously, but I just don't feel it's really the right time for me to be in that sort of commitment. And it also depends on me finding the right one as well. I mean, I fixate on people all the time, and I don't want that to be my focus. I want to focus on one thing, and that is my book. And I think these opportunities from like empowerment and stuff like that going forward and seeing what's out there, I think it'll help me lock what I want to do, you know, for the rest of my life. So I think a good thing I can say my 23rd year is it's made me really want to start looking forward one way. And I think that's pretty much all I've got to say. That is like my own purpose. And I just really want to find something that I'm really going to like and I'm really going to lock down. Then in terms of content, I think I will be primarily probably doing a lot more TikTok stuff. Just like some simple videos and that. Not really aiming to do anything too extravagant. Or be a social media influencer. But I do like to use the app. And I just, yeah, that is all I've pretty much got to say, really. Take care, everyone.